Yeah, what up? It's your boy Turnovation Nation. Back here, don't change the station. Yeah, it's your boy Turnovation Nation. Don't change the station. Back here with another video. Man, the merch is here. I already got some pre-orders and people buying the merch, man. Everybody love it. They saying it's fire. I want to give a shout out to the subscribers on YouTube, my Turnovators. You are now official Turnovator. You subscribe to the channel. But today I got another video. We want to talk about health, A1C, and blood pressure and all those things. I got my labs back last week and my numbers tremendously went down. They was up. 5+ points went down in A1C. And all I simply did was work out, stay consistent. But I had to really kind of get something to put me up. And what put me up is knowing my numbers. I had to get my blood work done. Fillers. Don't be scared to get your blood work done. Don't be scared to check your sugars after you get your blood work numbers, and get with a wellness coach. I got a nutritionist, a wellness coach to just help me get my numbers down and assist with that. And I want to say back in April when I found out my numbers, they were really high, and it went down in about approximately 4 months just from me adding protein to my diet, about 136 grams my nutritionist wanted me to have in order for my carbs and my calories and stuff to equate for every protein that I would have. So for every protein, you want to have it with your carbs. That's why when you go to Tropical Smoothie and other places, they're trying to make you eat a lot of protein, because they're finding out protein is the #1 thing that can help you with weight loss. And a lot of people don't know that. For me, my sugars was high, so I ended up doing the Desicom just so I can monitor my sugars. How else would you know your sugars if you don't use the Desicom? And that is simply, something you just put on your own arm, or you can put it like, below somewhere, and you can monitor your sugars on this app called Desicom, and you can see what your sugars are at every time you eat. So for the first couple weeks, I was kind of like eating regular to see how my sugars would do. If they would spike after I eat a bag of potato chips, most people want to eat a whole bag of potato chips, and it would spike a little bit. So I was like, dang, let me just keep on checking. So everything that I would eat for that first week, I tried to see how my sugars would spike, and I just really look at it. I looked at the Desicom for probably about 15 to 20 times a day, I ain't gonna lie. But it got better and it got greater later as I started eating healthier, adding proteins like protein shakes, boiled eggs, and all that stuff to kind of find a way to keep my sugars from spiking. So I did it for about 4 months, eating salmon, adding other things to my diet, and just start eating more salads. At least eat about 5 to 10 salads a week. And I started making salads. In about 4 months, my numbers came down tremendously. And I talked to a lot of men, taking care of their families, and they want to be there for their family. They say, I die for my family. But I will tell you, you want to live for your families, because you don't want to get them to a point where you're comfortable, but then you want to blame the stress and everything that it takes to be a man and raise your family to hinder you from knowing your numbers. So I would stress to everybody, men and women, go know your numbers. It's never too late. Start now, take action, and get your A1C down. A lot of people think it's just, high blood pressure or stuff like that, but it's a sugar too, the things that we're eating. The world is getting, overall, more people becoming obese. So there's nothing wrong with it, but you have to know your numbers so you can do something about it. So, I'm over here at the Coliseum trying to give y'all another epic video on A1C. And like I said, some people A1C is pretty normal, and their blood pressure might be a little high, or their cholesterol might be some type of way. But you're not going to know until you know your numbers. The moment that I knew my numbers, I was able to get it under control, get my sugar back regular, and my A1C went down tremendous. I'm talking about 3-4 months. When I got from April, my labs, to July, I got my own labs. And the numbers was mind-blowing. I was like, oh my God, Turnovation is here. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all just stay tuned for more videos, merch on the way. And like I said, follow me on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. And let me know you want to grab the merch, man. I got my turnovation.com website domain, and should be about next week up and running, going live, so y'all can see, all the updates and clothes if you want to, buy something, and I can ship it the same day. So it's Turnovation Nation. Don't change the station. If you want more continuation of that motivation, then click on the notification, subscribe to your boy, and thank you. Yeah.